Hey, what's going on? Chris Cruz, Palamadas, your keynote motivational speaker. This is Talking in Traffic, and I just want to talk about family. And, it takes a village to raise a child. Because I tell you what, when your mom's not around and your dad's not around, you have your tias, you have your uncles, your aunts, you have neighbors who care enough to say something. And when I was growing up, I had lots of family who helped us out. My Uncle Nick, who lent us his home when we moved from Pearland to Houston, moved back to Houston. He lent us his home because we didn't have a home to stay in. My grandma, who always had open arms and open doors to her home. My Uncle Cedro, who every time who just lived a couple blocks away from my grandma, and I'd walk to his house, and he's like, his house is your house. Anytime you would come over, you come over. And I didn't have to I didn't have to knock on the door. I just opened it, and he's like, whatever you want. You want food? There's food. You just want a place to relax. Here it is. And I'm grateful for people like that helped me out growing up. And I still talk to them. I connect with them, and not as much as I want to, or I would like to, because I would love to talk to them every day. But I tell you what, it's whenever they raise you up to get out of the nest and to have your own family, and then you can remember all the good times with them. And right now I'm cheering up right now because they helped me tremendously. I left my mom's house when I was 15 years old, and my grandmother said, you can come live with me. And I lived with her since from 15 to 22, and it was just great. My cousin Roland was always there for me and helped me out when my bike was stolen. He helped find it for me. He knew the people who took it, you know what I'm saying? He got my bike back. Anytime I needed, when I was in trouble, whether I knew it or not, he was there to help me out and to give me some guidance, including my neighbor friends, you know what I'm saying? Like my man Patrick. Now thinking back, man, it's like digging deep. It's like freaking therapy and stuff. I'm like, man, I got to be grateful for where I am today, because I couldn't be the man who I am now if it wasn't for those people who helped me out. You know what I mean? And so my mom, she had passed away, and just maybe a couple years ago. It's been a while, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It's kind of hard to think about it, but she passed away, and I'm like, you know what? She instilled in me a lot of values that I use to this day, and I know that a parent's love will go a long way, but I just want you to know that there's people out there who care about you, whether there be your grandma, your uncles, your cousins, your neighbors. People care about you, and if you ever need somebody to speak to, reach out to those guys. Reach out to those people, because they'll be there to help you out in every step of the way to get you to the next level in your life. Believe me, I have a lot of friends that, and I'm going to change topics here for a quick second, change gears. I have a lot of friends who have passed away due to suicide because of the fact that they had nobody to speak to, or they felt they had nobody to speak to. And if you need somebody to talk to, turn to the ones who care for you. Believe me, even strangers will take the time if you say, I need to talk to somebody. So be mindful of your friends. Keep those friends around you who care for you, and find your voice. Be a voice for those who don't have one. Make a difference in this world. Peace out.